What is up, my ninjas? Alright, we got a gameplay here by AoG Ghost. He is playing hardcore free-for-all, and he will dominate the competition. 30-8 game here. Now, I see he's playing hardcore. I don't know if he plays hardcore all the time, but for me, I've never been a huge fan of hardcore game types, mostly because I just fail at them. The only reason I ever played hardcore in Modern Warfare 2 was to do the challenges for the intervention with the silencer on it, because you could easily get kills in hardcore because of the damage. But I mean, like I said, I've never been a huge fan of hardcore. But he's got a pretty nice 30-8 free-for-all hardcore gameplay here, rocking the AK-47, which is by far one of my it's like my favorite gun. AK-47 and a Commando are my favorite guns in this game. Oh, and then he gets picked off by the M16. But I mean, I know a lot of people like hardcore because there is no what's it called, kill cams, and kill cams aren't like a big thing for me. Like, obviously they help you out a lot because when someone kills you, you can see them, and I think that's what that's a big problem for a lot of people. But to me, it seems like it's only going to be a problem if you're a camper. If you're camping and trying to just pick people off, you're going to be happy that there's no kill cams, because that way you can just keep sitting there and people aren't going to know where you are. But if you're actually good and you don't just sit there and camp like a hoe, then I don't see a problem in it, because for me, even when I snipe, I don't just sit in the same spot. I'll snipe someone, run around, pick somebody else off. But you see too many people in this game that just camp, and sometimes it's like full teams. Like, they just go in there and they're like, everyone just sit in a corner, and all we're gonna do is camp. And it's like, what's the point of playing? Like, you're gonna spend $60 to just sit in a corner and look at someone down a hallway. Like, I don't understand the point of that. And it's just like, you're not skilled. You're just being a fag, just sitting in the corner like a bitch. And it's like, you can call me, you can say I'm complaining, but I know other people feel exactly the way I do. That campers are just stupid. They should have it so if you sit in the same spot for a certain amount of time, a timer comes up and you have a certain amount of seconds to get the hell out of there, they're just gonna kill you. Because it's annoying. And I don't even get me started on spawns in this game. But you could easily spawn rape people. There's a video by my friend Corner Scout that shows just the terrible spawning in this game, and it's on Nuketown, and it's just ridiculous. But he's sitting up here patrolling, and to me, I've always thought that there's a difference between camping and patrolling. Camping is honestly just sitting in the same spot, looking down the hallway. Patrolling, you're running back and forth in a certain area, picking people off, and that's fine with me. You can go ahead and, patrol back and forth, keep running around, looking for people to kill. But when you're just sitting in a corner, looking down there, waiting for someone to walk in front of you so you can shoot them or you can knife them, that's just annoying. Especially when people just sit, right at a door and wait for you to walk through and they just knife you. What's the point? There's guns in this game, and they actually made it so that you can walk around. Why are you going to stand there or just sit there in the corner waiting for someone to walk by, And it's just, to me, it's just annoying. That's why, I'm really digging this gameplay, because he's not just sitting in the corner. He picks some people off, he'll patrol an area, and then run somewhere else and pick other people off, And that's what the game's supposed to be about. Ooh, look at this, stealing and booby trapping a freaking care package. I've never booby trapped a care package before. I've only picking them up, but that's pretty much it. And I don't know what perk you get, what you have to have pro to do it. But look at this kid. I thought it was gonna be a turn on. I was about to say this kid's garbage, because he was shooting him, but he ended up picking off Ghost here. Oh, and he gets him with the booby trap. Nice. Now, a lot of people, they use the care packages and stuff. I personally, I'll use them, but I honestly hate using them, because you never want to get killed, and that's the easiest way to kill people, is running after them, waiting for right when they're about to pick up their care package. You just get the easy kill right there. You pick them off, and sometimes you get like the idiots that are like, "Let's get our whole team to stand next to this care package," and you just pick them off one by one. You're like dub, 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 and dub, and I mean, like that's. I think there's a pretty bad, like skill level difference in this game. Like that's one thing that I liked about Halo 3 was they only put you in games with like people that were pretty close to your rank, so that way you're kind of playing with people at the same level that you are. In this game, it's just you can start off the game and get thrown into a game with like 5 7th prestiges, and you're like, oh shit. But I mean, I'm not saying that like prestige means anything, because there are people that are higher prestiges than I am. I barely play that much anymore. I'm only a 2nd prestige, and I mean I can still beat the crap out of them, because the fact of the matter is a lot of people in this game just really they're predictable in a way. Like you already know what they're gonna do. You're like, oh okay, you're gonna take out this and you're gonna try to kill me, and it's just like there's no point in it. Like I know what most people are gonna try to do, and especially depending on what map you are, you can easily tell where they're gonna be at. And then you got the grudge holders. The grudge holders are just like they're the easiest pickoffs, because you kill them, they just run right back at you. You know they're gonna come back. You kill them, they get even more pissed off, and they just come back and try to kill you again. But back to the gameplay. Ghost here, he got that sentry gun. I don't know if that guy took it out, but he also has a attack helicopter, and this guy tries to dolphin dive. Surprise him. Looked like he tried to do like a hip fire and then zoomed in, but at least he killed him with his hatred copter. And on hardcore, that's I would say that's pretty good, because you don't have a UAV. You can't technically really see where the helicopter is going unless you're looking up in the air. But that was a terrible spawn pickoff right there. Like that's what I'm talking about. You spawn and get picked off the second you start. It's just like they'll spawn you, and then they'll spawn a guy like right behind you, and you're just like, seriously? But for those of you who don't know, Ghost, he is in the clan that I'm in, AoG Anarchist of Gaming. He is Admiral of Valkyrie Squad, or Valkyrie Faction. Sorry. He's a really good player. I love playing with him. We always dominate the other team. It's fun to play. We always mess around. Zombies. Me, him, and a couple other people were playing Zombies not too long ago, and it was just a blast. He's a really awesome person. So I definitely would say check him out on the site, sign up, join Valkyrie, play with him, play some games with him. He's an awesome person. Sorry for the coughing. I think there's something in my throat. Hey-oh. Kind of gay for me, but hey-oh. Look at him just slide down those stairs, like so, like ballerina, like the way his stance was. But like I said, the spawning in this game is just. But for me, it's like first-person shooters in general are just getting stale. Like Bulletstorm, what they did with the Duty Calls video, like couldn't have gotten more accurate. It gets so boring nowadays. Like I can't play Call of Duty for too long because I just get bored of it. I can't play Battlefield Bad Company 2, 1, because I'm not very good at it, and 2, it just gets boring to me. Medal of Honor was fun for me for a while, but again, just like same thing, same shit, different look, you know what I mean? And that's like Bulletstorm, they say bringing the fun back in the gun or whatever. I think that's true, because if anyone has played the demo, it's fun, like all the different ways you can like kill people and stuff like that. Which is a terrible thing to say, which is something terrible that's with our youth these days, that we need to have different ways to kill people to have fun. It's a terrible fucking world we live in. But I think it's true. I also, games that I'm excited for, Mortal Kombat. I am a big MK fan. I was raised on Mortal Kombat. Ever since I was a little kid, I'd play Mortal Kombat on my Sega Genesis. But anyways, AoG Ghost gets the last kill. Picks off this guy right when he runs in, I believe, Victory. And, that is it for this video. Please come back, check later. I'm recording for some more people. That was AoG Ghost, like I said, Faction Admiral, Valkyrie. Go on the site, check them out, check out all the other people. We're a really big growing clan. We almost have like 500 people now. And subscribe, rate, comment, and I will see you guys next time.